Now at 5:30, a mother's in court today in Clark County, set to face a judge on charges of attempted murder after police say she gave birth and put her baby in a plastic bag.
A report coming up on WKYT this morning, and police are investigating after 2 churches were burglarized in Ashland. We'll have the latest on that crime alert this morning.
And the Department of Homeland Security has set new security measures at airports following some publications from Al-Qaeda.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's so nice to have you with us on WKYT as we get your Wednesday off and rolling. It's Hump Day. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. I'm still in layers, believe it or not.
Well, it's cold.
But I'm looking ahead to later in the week where it's supposedly going to warm up.
Maybe not as many layers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe some sunglasses as well by Friday into Saturday. But getting there, it's a little cold this morning. We have a few issues on the roads. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're looking at a couple of issues east and southeast. We've had some drizzle. We've had a few flakes overnight. Hasn't been much, but it's been just enough to lay a nice little glaze there on the roads in some locations, especially over toward the Bath County area, and work your way off into parts of Rowan County too. So just got to be watching out for that as you're traveling this morning. Now we have some freezing drizzle down toward the southeast. I think a few flakes flying around too. Frankfort 24, you can see Corbin. It's kind of an area I'm kind of concerned about with that winter weather advisory in effect throughout the next few hours. And then as we go throughout the day, 30 degrees by the afternoon. It's going to be a cold one. It'll be cloudy, but I promise you, and I have promised you the past couple of days, that we see this warm up, this warming trend heading toward the weekend, and it gets much better. And I'll show you how high we go coming up.
All right, it's more exciting as we get closer. Thank you, Micah. Let's get to the news.
A mother will be in court today after she's been charged with putting a baby in a plastic bag after giving birth to him.
She's set to be arraigned on attempted murder charges this morning. WKYT's Mark Barber is live from Clark County District Court with the latest on that. Mark, good morning there in Winchester.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. The 29-year-old mother who is accused of trying to kill her newborn baby boy will appear in court for the first time today. She will be arraigned on attempted murder charges as well as tampering with evidence charges. Now, Winchester police say Cassandra Haney gave birth to a baby in a toilet and then left him there for 15 minutes before putting him in a garbage bag on Friday. Investigators say when the 29-year-old gave birth, she didn't think about the child's well-being. According to police reports, Haney's roommate saved the boy. Investigators say the roommate heard the newborn crying, so she took the child out of the plastic bag and called 911. When police talked to Haney, they say she told them she didn't even know she was pregnant. Haney is being held on a $500,000 bond in the Clark County Detention Center. Now, police say amazingly the child survived. He's at UK Hospital. Now, while officers are not releasing his condition, we're told he is stable. Live in Winchester, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you. And new this morning, we're tracking a crime alert out of Boyle County in northeastern Kentucky after investigators say someone or some people burglarized 2 churches there.
They are just blocks away from each other near Winchester Avenue in Ashland. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel's at the live desk with the latest on this crime alert.
Good morning, everyone. Investigators believe the suspect or suspects behind 2 church burglaries are possibly connected. Both happened within the past week at Second Baptist Church and Normal Presbyterian Church in Ashland. At one church, nothing of any value was taken, but there was quite a bit of damage. Church leaders at Second Baptist say the thief got away with a few snacks from the kitchen, broke out 2 windows, and left a trail of blood. Ashland police say that evidence could help them pinpoint a suspect, but as for why the churches were targeted, investigators aren't sure.
It's very rare for a church to maintain any currency on premise, so it's very strange that they would go in pilfering looking for anything like that.
Now down the street at Normal Presbyterian, a thief stole about $20 in change in small bills and made a mess there as well. A pastor at one of the churches says donation boxes used to be kept in the sanctuary, and at one point those would have been the most valuable items inside of the church, but now those boxes are kept locked away and hidden. At the live desk, Whitney Wetzel, back to you.
All right, sounds like a good idea. Thank you very much, Whitney. Our time is 5:34, and new this morning, Lexington police tell us that a man who was looking for a date ended up being robbed. Police say the man was meeting up with a woman on Jefferson Street around 1 o'clock this morning when 2 men joined that woman, and all 3 robbed him. He lost his cash during the crime. He wasn't hurt seriously. Police don't have a description of the suspects, and they're still looking for all 3.
Also new this morning, Lexington police arrested a man who stole a friend's car and drove it to Ohio. Police arrested 20-year-old Alexander Child. They say he went into his friend's home and took a laptop, knife, and bandana, then drove off in the friend's car to Columbus, Ohio. It ended up damaged. The laptop was stolen. Police say Child admitted to the burglary and to stealing the car.
A new Islamic community center could be coming to a Lexington neighborhood, but some people who live there say they're concerned about it. The Islamic Center of Lexington wants to build on Armstrong Mill Road near Appian Way. The site plan shows a 3-story community center with a 200-space parking lot. At a meeting for those living in the area, many said they were concerned about traffic in the area. They say there is already some heavy traffic nearby, and the center could aggravate the problem. However, the president of the Islamic Center says this won't be an issue.
We already have a lot of problem with traffic getting out of here. With this, we will have a lot of people going by, and they're going to create a traffic problem.
We want to come up here and show them the real Islam that really carries the love and courtesy and tolerance in our faith, and we want to treat our neighbors very good. We want to look after their interests.
Lexington's Board of Adjustments will be holding a hearing on the conditional use permit application on January 30th.
2 suspects involved in the shooting death of a Winchester woman are set to appear in court today. The preliminary hearings set for Lamont Wilkerson and Aaron Staley were originally set for last week and then put off, but Wilkerson's girlfriend Lillian Barnett already had her hearing. Her case will be sent to a grand jury.
Police still have not made any arrests in the 2-year-old case of a mother and daughter found dead inside their Perry County home. Investigators say Sandra K. Melton and her daughter Susie Melton were found dead inside their burning home. Police say they do not suspect foul play, or at least they did not at first. But now autopsies have showed that the deaths were not caused by the fire alone. Police say both victims were murdered. Family members are now offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest.
A disturbing discovery in a Boyle County home. Now a mother and father face charges. The Boyle County Sheriff's Office arrested Jason and Angel Brees. Investigators say they found deplorable conditions in the couple's home where they lived with their children. Both were charged with endangering the welfare of a minor. Deputies arrested the couple Monday night, but they were released from jail on bond the next afternoon. Well, the Department of Homeland Security increasing security checks at American airports, coming after the Yemen division of Al-Qaeda published new bomb-making instructions.
The U.S. believes that this terror group could be behind the Charlie Hebdo attack in Paris. The group published directions on how to build a hidden bomb and how to evade security scanners and bomb-sniffing dogs in airports. The new measures will feature additional random checks after passengers go through security. It will include pat-downs, bag checks, and hand swabs for traces of any explosives.
And today marks the day of publication for the first issue of Charlie Hebdo since last week's brutal attacks killed 12 at the magazine's headquarters in Paris. People are already lined up in the city to buy a copy before newsstands open up. 3 million copies are expected to be distributed in France and in other countries. The magazine's cover features a cartoon of a tearful Prophet Muhammad holding an "I am Charlie" sign with the caption, "All is forgiven." A grand jury has indicted an Ohio man who investigators say was plotting to kill House Speaker John Boehner.
Michael Hoyt has been charged with threatening to murder Boehner. Police say Hoyt was once a bartender at a country club near Cincinnati where Boehner is a member. Court records say that Hoyt threatened to poison Boehner's drink or shoot him because he claimed Boehner was mean to him at the country club. Court records also claim that Hoyt claims that Boehner is responsible for the Ebola virus. Hoyt was fired from his bartending job. He is being held under a court order for mental evaluation and treatment.
Some tense moments in Louisville after a small plane made an emergency landing. The pilot of the twin-engine King plane noticed the plane's unsafe gear indicator was lit. The plane had to land at Louisville International last night, but airport leaders say the plane's landing gear malfunctioned, so the plane had to land on its belly. 8 people were on board, but investigators say no one was injured in this. They're not exactly sure what caused the landing problem.
All right, scary, but a good ending there. Well, more than 90 coal miners in Harlan County will soon be without jobs. In a letter to workers, JAD coal company officials said that they are closing mines in the cold iron community. They're saying that unforeseen business circumstances are to blame. A miner sent a letter that they received to our partners at WYMT. It says employees will lose their jobs jobs around January 23rd.
Looks like Lexington will not need a ride-sharing ordinance after all to regulate companies like Uber and Lyft. According to our partners at the Lexington Herald-Leader, city attorneys say new regulations issued by the state are good enough. The state now requires ride-sharing companies to conduct criminal background checks on drivers, maintain insurance, and give city leaders a list of drivers.
A new treatment is being used by doctors at UK that could help prevent seizures in people dealing with epilepsy. Doctors say they've had success with the NeuroSpace RNS system. It's a brain implant designed to reduce the severity and frequency of seizures in patients. Doctors say the implant detects abnormal brain signals and provides stimulation to prevent seizures from happening. An eastern Kentucky woman was the first patient in Kentucky to have the device implanted. She says before, seizures kept her pretty much housebound. Doctors say this was the first treatment that was successful in stopping her seizures, and now she gets to go out and about considerably more.